He married her in secret, but in public, he pretended she didn't exist. For 2 years, she lived like a ghost in his life. Hidden, ignored, disrespected, until one day, she walked into his company, not as his wife, but as his new boss. Ava never imagined her life would turn out like this. She met Ethan Cole on a rainy night in New York. He wasn't dressed like a billionaire then. No bodyguards. No luxury cars. Just a quiet man who helped her pick up groceries she had dropped on the wet pavement. They talked. They laughed. And somehow they fell in love. Fast. Too fast. Within months, Ethan proposed. A simple ring. A quiet ceremony. No media. No family. Ava didn't question it. She thought it was love. But after the wedding, everything changed. Ethan became distant. Cold. And careful. He moved her into a luxurious penthouse, but never introduced her to anyone. No friends. No colleagues. No public appearances. Whenever she asked why, he'd say, "Business is complicated. I'm protecting you." But Ava started to notice the truth. He wasn't protecting her. He was hiding her. The first time it truly hit her was at a charity gala. Ava had spent hours getting ready. A simple black dress. Natural makeup. She looked stunning. She stood at the door, hopeful. "Can I come with you tonight?" she asked softly. Ethan didn't even look up from his phone. "No." Ava blinked. "Why?" He sighed, irritated. "It's not your kind of environment." Her chest tightened. "What does that mean?" Finally, he looked at her. And what she saw in his eyes shattered something inside her. Judgment. "You won't fit in, Ava." That night, he left alone. And Ava stood there, staring at the door he walked out of. That was the moment she understood. It wasn't just about business. It was about her. Her background. Her skin. Her presence. He was ashamed. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Ava became invisible in her own marriage. No photos together. No public acknowledgement. No love. Just silence. Until one night, she overheard something that changed everything. Ethan was on the phone. "I can't let them see her," he said. "My investors won't understand. It's temporary. I'll fix it." Ava's heart dropped. Fix it. Was she a mistake to be corrected? The breaking point came a week later. Ava saw it by accident. A photo online. Ethan, at another gala. Standing beside a woman. Blonde. Elegant. Perfectly dressed. Smiling for cameras. The caption read, "Ethan Cole and rumored fiancé spotted at elite investor event." Fiancé. Ava couldn't breathe. Her hands trembled as she scrolled. More photos. More smiles. More lies. When Ethan came home that night, she was waiting. "Who is she?" Ava asked, holding up her phone. Ethan froze. For a second, he said nothing. Then he walked past her. "It's business." Ava laughed bitterly. "Business? She's your fiancé. It's for appearances. And what am I?" Her voice broke. "Silence." That silence was her answer. Ava nodded slowly. Tears streamed down her face, but her voice became calm. "Then I'll fix it for you." Ethan frowned. "What does that mean?" But she didn't answer. Because for the first time since their marriage, Ava was done begging. Ava disappeared. No calls. No messages. No trace. At first, Ethan didn't care. Then days passed. Then weeks. Something felt off. But he ignored it. Until the day everything collapsed. Ethan walked into his company's headquarters like any other day. Confident. Untouchable. But the atmosphere was different. Employees whispered. Executives avoided eye contact. His assistant rushed toward him. "Sir, there's been a change." "What change?" Ethan snapped. "The company, it's been acquired." Ethan froze. "By who?" Before she could answer, the boardroom doors opened. And in walked Ava. But she wasn't the same woman he remembered. No softness. No hesitation. Power radiated from her. She wore a tailored suit. Her posture was commanding. Her eyes were cold. Ethan stared, stunned. Ava. She didn't smile. Didn't hesitate. She walked past him and took the seat at the head of the table. "I'll make this simple," she said calmly. "I now own 72% of this company." The room went silent. Ethan laughed in disbelief. "That's impossible." Ava tilted her head. "Is it?" She slid a folder across the table. Legal documents. Signatures. Proof. Ethan's hands shook as he read. "How?" Ava leaned back. "You were so busy hiding me. You never thought to ask who I really was." Ava stood slowly. Her voice was steady. Powerful. "I wasn't just some girl you met in the rain. I was testing a life without my name." Ethan's eyes widened. My father built an empire larger than yours, she continued. I walked away from it to find something real. Her gaze locked onto his. And I thought I found it in you. Silence filled the room. Heavy, suffocating. But you chose appearances over love, she said. You chose status over loyalty. She stepped closer. And now, you work for me. Ethan swallowed hard. Ava, I didn't know. She raised her hand. Exactly. You didn't care enough to know. She turned toward the board. Effective immediately. Ethan Cole is removed as CEO. Gasps filled the room. Ethan's world crumbled in seconds. As security escorted him out, he looked back at her, regret written all over his face. But Ava didn't look at him. Not anymore. Because the woman he hid was now the one who owned everything. And as the doors closed behind him, Ethan finally understood. He didn't just lose his company. He lost the only woman who ever truly loved him. If you were Ava, would you forgive him, or take everything like she did? Comment your answer below. I read every reply. And if you love billionaire romance stories with betrayal and hidden identity twists, make sure you subscribe now, because the next story is even more shocking than this one. Sometimes love doesn't fail because of distance. It fails because of pride, secrecy, and fear of judgment. Ethan didn't lose Ava because she wasn't enough. He lost her because he never truly saw her value until it was too late. And the truth is, people don't lose love overnight. They lose it slowly. Every time they choose ego over respect.